China has become the focus of trade war memes for quite some time, especially since Trump upped tariffs on the country's goods by a whopping 145%. The thing is, China has basically answered these tariffs with an intentionally obvious shrug.
Yeah, and China will lose the US market, which, as I've said, is 15%.
We don't care.
And Americans are feeling the pinch as the digital storefronts they've been using for insanely cheap goods, like Temu and Shein, are passing import costs onto consumers, leading to online backlash. And there's rumours that American ports are completely empty as the high tariffs are causing supply chain issues. Some posts are describing Seattle ports as ghost towns, and whilst this is exaggeration, there does seem to be some truth that business is slowing down. There's speculation that the supply chain issues will lead to empty shelves on supermarkets, which of course people are getting extremely frightened by. Not to mention the absolute avalanche of videos about luxury goods being made in China flooding the market, and how America always jacks up the prices.
Those bags are made in China.
China makes 80% of your designer bags.
Who's the Chinese supplier behind Under Armour? Shenzhou International. Nike shoes from China to your country.
These luxury good clips seem to dominate the internet for a couple of weeks, as factory suppliers reached out toward everyday Americans and convinced them that they could easily get high-ticket items on the cheap. On that note, don't you hate it when you go to pay for something online, but you're not entirely sure if the website is legit and might scam your card details? Well, did you know you can use a single-use virtual card from Revolut and no one will be able to steal or reuse your details again? Talk about handy. What's also handy is right now you can get $40 when you sign up to Revolut and make your first purchase. Head to the link or that QR code to learn more. Revolut is a money app that makes managing your money simple without compromising on the security of your payments. Like these single-use virtual cards which self-destruct after every payment, leaving no trace behind. I've been using Revolut for years now, and I've recently upgraded to their metal plan, so I get this one-of-a-kind, goofy personalized metal card. It's made of this incredibly high-quality stainless steel material. Plus, the metal plan comes loaded with perks, including subscriptions to brands like Tinder Gold, Masterclass, and more. It's super easy to create an account in minutes. Don't forget, you can get $40 when you get the app and make your first purchase. Thanks Revolut for being today's sponsor. The idea was that many brands, such as Louis Vuitton, Rolex, or Hermes, would have their products made in China and then shipped off to Europe or the US to have finishing touches applied, so that the companies could legally say that they were made in the home country. As such, Chinese factories claimed their products were legit luxury items, and that you can buy them for a fraction of the price, just that they'd not have a logo put on them or with small differences. Whilst there's truth to this, as some brands such as Nike have famously used sweatshops in Asian countries to make their shoes, it would seem there are some dodgy sellers out there. It's easy to convince a person on the other side of the world that they can get their favourite products on the cheap, but they're not always going to be able to do it easily. There's still the possibility of being charged duty for importing goods worth over $800. Or there's the possibility of being charged for counterfeit items that are just as soon to fall apart upon purchase if you don't know exactly who you're buying from and if they're legit. It's always going to be a gamble. Plus, there's Americans copying and pasting spreadsheets of direct factory suppliers into their bios, and it's not entirely clear if they're earning commissions or doing this out of the goodness of their hearts. Often, they'll charge a premium for the seller list, or use it to grab your email for marketing purposes, so remember to stay safe and be smart. But why have there been so many of these videos coming from China? Well, it turns out America relies on luxury goods for its soft power, but there's rising concern that the myth of handmade quality items worth tens of thousands of dollars just isn't there anymore. If China is to focus on diminishing America's soft power via shitting on their luxury products over social media, then the United States loses face on the international stage, and given the trade war going on right now, that'd fit China just fine. Not to mention the international perception of China has changed dramatically over the past few years as it rises to superpower status. From Americans rushing to use Chinese apps like RedNote, to celebrities such as iShowSpeed going over there and exploring what the culture has to offer, it seems many have had their perceptions changed of China. The memes surrounding the country are reflecting this, as it's easy to find people half-joking about the United States utilizing propaganda to make populations feel a certain way, as they realize the country isn't just peasants working in rice fields as they'd been led to believe. In short, the feelings about the China and US trade war have been consistently expressed via meme culture, as many rush to purchase luxury goods overseas, ultimately weakening high cultural perceptions of the United States, as well as reflecting fears about the effect tariffs have on the now expensive import economy. What meme would you guys like me to give a lesson in next? Let me know in the comments below.
And remember, like and subscribe! Or else.